Alright, guys, welcome back to Fully Funded Scholarship. This is uh, this is the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship at the Sciences Po University in France. It's a master's and a PhD researcher scholarship. That's for master's research and PhD studies. So here are the details. The scholarship is either for 2 years or for 3 years, depending on the program you intend to pursue. So this scholarship covers covers 3 years. It covers your tuition, covers your complete tuition at Sciences Po and living costs in France during the period of your study, as well as funding your studies. Sciences Po offers scholars a specific suite of resources to ensure that they have the appropriate academic support to facilitate their transition from education to employment. So you are studying at the Sciences Po prepares you through all possible means to ensure that you can transcend or translate from being a student to being a full-time employee as a result of a link between study and practice. So you're gradually integrated. You don't just graduate and go away like that. To ensure that your job is like almost or secured at your graduation. So let's now go to the main scholarship, the main detailed page of the scholarship, and let's see how it looks like. So here is the admission procedures. So this is the admission procedure page and requirement. You can see all the necessary requirements here, both for bachelor's degree, for master's degree, as well as undergraduate, as well as PhD programs as well. So for PhD program, admission are currently open for PhD program for 2023 intake. So for you to be considered for a PhD program, you must have had your master's as at the time of applying, or if you intend to apply directly like that, we will be applying to the research master's program to submit a dedicated application designated for them. So from that master's that you will now kind of if it's an embedded master's, that you will just translate from the master's directly to PhD without having to pause at any point in time. You move directly through that route. So here's the application guide that's here. Okay, I've downloaded it. So let's go through it. This is it over here. So the scholarship is for both for undergraduate and for graduate level student. For undergraduate is 14,210 euros, while for graduate is 19,660 euros at the graduate level. So that's the minimum amount of the scholarship that is tailored towards each student. Okay, so let's continue with this scholarship. Remember that this scholarship covers your full tuition, it covers your full living expenses while you are studying in France at the Sciences Po. Okay, so apart from this scholarship offered by the MasterCard scholarship, there are other scholarship that you can if that you can also apply to if you do not intend to apply for this MasterCard scholarship at the Sciences Po University. We have the Crows scholarship. The Crow Scholarship is a need-based grant allocated by the French Ministry of Higher Education and Research and administered by the Cruz France Network of Centers of Student Services. This scholarship is granted to French students under the age of 28 in line with their social circumstances and household income. Okay, so this scholarship is a need-based scholarship. This will need you to kind of give some level of attestation that maybe you are financially disadvantaged and won't be able to complete your studies if you are not helped legally to sort your fees and the rest of them. So there are several others on this particular page, but the good thing that you must know is that this scholarship covers your tuition, which I've earlier mentioned, covers your living expenses. Then it also covers, but accommodation is not stated. Accommodation is not stated in the coverage area. But with that particular amount stated given as living expenses, that amount should be able to cover your accommodation and the rest of them. For instance, here under health subtopic, it says all our campuses are equipped with on-site medical services, infirmaries, general practitioners, psychological support, and counseling. These services can also help students with health-related administrative procedures to find a medical professional able to respond to their needs. Okay, so this scholarship is quite studying at the Sciences Po is not something that you should look and not give a thought about or a consideration about. Then under visa and residence permit application, it says dedicated service available to assist non-European students with the administrative procedures involved in obtaining or renewing residence permit. So this involves cases whereby your visa has expired and your study duration is not yet completed, or maybe you've completed your studies and maybe you still intend to proceed with another study at the Sciences Po in France. You would need to revalidate your stay officially through the immigration services and all stuffs related to such. Then there's also an emergency hardship fund here, which is up to 14,000 pounds. So it's like an emergency fund that you can apply to if you are also a student studying at the Sciences Po in France. So you can see that this scholarship has a lot of things in stock to offer. So if you are eligible, if you qualify to apply for for application at the Sciences Po, then you will also be considered for this scholarship. So guys, that's a short one over there. Then we can also move to University of Alberta in Canada. So over here in the University of Alberta in Canada, there are several scholarships at this university. The application document required for international students. include a CV, statement of intent and writing samples, GMA, GRE, and test scores. Then third, reference letters of referees that will be in your online application. I stated here that all documents submitted must be in a PDF format. So documents that you must submit to while putting in your application must be in a PDF format. Okay, so these are the list of scholarships that are available at the University of Alberta, both for graduate and undergraduate category. So I'll filter all of them to bring out what we need the most and remove what we do not need. For instance, in sciences and in sports sciences, we have scholarship. Sorry about that. So the funding that is available, majority of funding that are available at this university are what we call the graduate assistantship. Those are the funding that are available at this university. So you only get them that you when you must have gotten admission into this university as the University of Alberta. So you need to check in the admission requirements. Check in the admission requirements. So for instance, we have Masters of Design, Masters of Fine Arts, Masters of Visual. So let's just use one of them as a case study. The first one, which is Masters of Design. Say prospective Masters of Design students should hold a 4-year bachelor degree, typically a bachelor degree design from a recognized academic institution. Applicants who have a strong academic record but have completed a university degree program other than 4 years, for example, a 4-year degree, a 4-year BA, are encouraged to apply. Applicants must provide evidence of work related to the intended area of study. It should be representative of a level of development equivalent to advanced undergraduate study in a university program. completion of senior level coursework in history of art, design, visual culture is also required. A qualifying year of study prior to the formal entry into the graduate program is possible for applicants who may need to supplement their undergraduate preparation for those who have a 3-year degree. So that's a requirement that's needed to apply for Masters of Design. Then how to apply. Let's now wait briefly while how to apply page is loading. So here's how to apply. So your transcript will be needed for the application. Transcript will be needed. Then you also need to send your application to them also. Then before further info, okay, your statement of intent, curriculum vitae, and a recommendation letter, a writing sample, and a portfolio of your design, as well as English language proficiency, the items that are needed for application or to put in your application. Then for funding, at the University of Alberta, your funding at that university is the graduate teaching assistantship. So on this channel, I've explained what what an assistantship, what it means or what it looks like. So as a graduate assistant or a research assistant, you work with supervisors. You work with supervisors to assist him in his research work, or you work with professors to assist him in his research work. So you are officially employed by the university you are studying to work under a professor in your department. So you help him do some of his official work, such as responding to undergraduate students that has research related issue. So that is basically what you just do if you are a research assistant, graduate research assistant. Then if you are a graduate teaching assistant, you work as a lecturer in the same university that you are doing your master's or your PhD, and you teach undergraduate students, and you receive your salary. Your tuition is removed from your salary directly to the university as your tuition, while a living allowance or a living stipend is given to you by the university, which should cover your accommodation and your basic living allowances while studying. So that's just a brief overview of the concept of graduate assistantship, either as a research assistantship or as a graduate teaching assistantship. So, however, on this particular one, they say there is no formal procedure, application procedure for GTA positions, that's graduate teaching assistant position, as they depend on the changing needs of the teaching faculty. Students typically will be informed about the GTA assignments before July 1st. So, some universities or some faculties may need every year, others may not need every year. So there's another one. So in case maybe you do not qualify for the teaching assistantship, there is another one, funding known as the Traditional Fulbright American Students Award, and that award is valued at $15,000. Is for this funding is for students who are citizens of American or American citizens, and they are graduate students or prospective graduate students or promising young professionals who wish to study or carry out the research in Canada. So if you are a US student, you are qualified for that particular funding. Also, that is if you do not get the GTA position or you are not interested in the GTA funding. So guys, that's it. You can see that though there are several of them, I just use this one as a case study from the Department of Art and Design in the Faculty of Art in University of Alberta. So guys, put in your application as early as possible. That's a short one over there. My name is Moses Obarisi. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.